Friday the 13th, the final chapter. It marks the culmination of one of cinema's most iconic franchises until the rest of them came out. But yeah, this is only the fourth one, by the way. It doesn't end here, sadly. They get worse. Every single one gets worse. Except the last one. The last one was pretty good. But yeah, I'm recording this video the day after I did my live stream, which was a few days after all the news for Crystal Lake came out, so I'm kind of upset talking about Friday the 13th, but I have to get these videos out. But yeah, so this movie delivers a bloody and intense conclusion to the first four movies. And this installment in the series takes you on one final journey into the heart of darkness, where Jason Voorhees reigns supreme as the ultimate slasher villain. So, let's get into it. Set immediately after Friday the 13th Part 3, the final chapter follows a group of vacationers who arrive at Crystal Lake for a weekend getaway. As they settle into a nearby cabin, they quickly become the targets of the relentless killer Jason Voorhees, who has miraculously survived his previous encounters and is more determined than ever to slaughter anyone who crosses his path. I mean, yeah, he's basically full blown zombie now. It's quite weird. I won't lie. He's basically just a zombie killer now. I mean, it's very weird. And yeah, this movie is a thrilling and visceral entry in the long running slasher franchise that delivers all the gore and suspense that fans have come to expect. And the director expertly ramps up the tension and ramps up the body count, delivering a relentless onslaught of terror that will leave you on the edge of your seat. And from the atmospheric setting of Crystal Lake to the intensive kills and the intense chase sequences, every aspect of Friday the 13th, the final chapter, is designed to keep you glued to the screen and on the edge of your seat. Which, you know, for me is pretty normal because I'm just always watching movies right here. Or in my living room. It depends on if I want to sit on a couch or sit on my chair. But yeah, at the heart of the film is the iconic killer Jason Voorhees, whose presence looms over the franchise like fine wine. I don't know what I was referencing there. I've watched a lot of random movies recently where they've made a joke like that. I don't know, I'm quite stupid. But yeah, he's got his trademark hockey mask once again, and machete, and Jason cuts a terrifying figure as he stalks through the victims, as he's just being weird. Best I can say. And yeah, this movie introduces us to Tommy Jarvis, who is probably my favourite Friday the 13th protagonist. In this movie, he's a kid, but in the rest of them, he is older, and I kind of prefer, I think it's part 6 Tommy than the others, because he's just, I kind of picture like him when I think of Tommy. And yeah, he delivers a solid performance that brings depth and humanity to the character. It makes their struggles against Jason all the more harrowing. And the film's greatest strength definitely lies in just how awesome Jason Voorhees is in this movie. Like, he will literally burst through the goddamn cabin at full speed. And then his mask just comes off, and then you see his deformed and ugly zombie-looking face. And yeah, I mean, the weirdest part of the movie is when Tommy shaves his head bald, and pretends to be Jason when he was a kid. But that was mainly just a distraction so he could be killed. But yeah, Jason comes back in the later sequels anyway. What can I say? Money makes the world go round. And yeah, the film's greatest strength, as I was saying, lies in its relentless pace and unflinching commitment to delivering thrills and chills. See what I did there? And this movie definitely wastes no time in getting to the action. It just plunges you straight into a horror film from every aspect of it, the beginning, the middle, the end. It never lets up until the final credits roll. And I do really think that's why I love this franchise, getting more into the movie, because, I wasn't really the biggest fan of the first one, just because I felt it was a bit boring, but the later sequels of this franchise always get better and better and better, and it's just really interesting to watch. Especially considering how every single movie, Jason looks different. There's a new way to kill him. There's a new way that he's alive again. He's gone to New York for some goddamn reason. Yeah, it's just very weird, and I really find myself enjoying these way more than I used to, just because I mean, I don't even really know. I think that I've more like matured into liking some older movies that I didn't like before, such as the later Friday the 13th movie. I've always enjoyed this one in particular, though. This has always been my favourite one besides Part 6. I just feel those two movies are the best ones. Worst one has to be either New Blood or something like Jason Goes to Hell. But yeah, ultimately though, Friday the 13th, the final chapter, is a fitting and satisfying conclusion to the slasher saga. Even though it doesn't conclude, it just kind of concludes the first arc of Zombie Jason. And yeah, it's got a iconic killer, memorable kills, and a relentless intensity, and the film remains a fan favourite among horror aficionados. I mean, for fans of the franchise, this movie is definitely a must-see, and for those who aren't fans of the franchise, I still recommend it. It's fun, it's campy, it's a bit stupid at times. It's just pretty cool. And hey, you get to see Jason without a mask for the first time in about a few years if you were watching these when they first came out, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, until next time though, thank you for watching this video. What do you guys think of Friday the 13th, the final chapter? Let me know in the comments below if you have seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I'd recommend if you watch it because, pretty cool. Until next time though, thank you for watching this video. As I said, subscribe if you want to, like the video if you want to. Until next time, bye bye.